Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krista and you're watching The Radical Angel Esoterica. Thank you so much for joining me today. Finally getting on to the moon sign videos. I hope that you enjoyed your sun sign series. We're looking at the moon today. If you are a moon in Libra, this video is for you. So let's just begin by talking a little bit about what Libra is and then what the moon is and how these are going to work in tandem. Everything that I'm referring to today, I'm going to list in the description box below. It's just two different pieces of material here, and then I have my own notes and just some thoughts about the personality traits that I've run into over the years and that I've read about throughout the years as well. So the moon is fourth house. This is ruled by Cancer. This is the emotion. It's a feminine element. It's water ruled, so it's all about the intuition, the emotion, the mother, the home. And again, it's cardinal ruled, so it's something that is, you're going to feel okay starting something new. It's just there could be an element of following through with things, especially with your Libra here, which is going to be even more compounded because Libra is also a cardinal sign. So you have a lot of potent emotional energy here with two cardinal signs helping you get things done more often than not in the world of creativity, the way that you creatively express yourself. I'm going to say fashion is probably very important to you. Style, fashion, appearance. You could even be working in those environments. You could be working around hair and makeup. You could be working in public relations, around anywhere, law, the legal world, the legal environment. You could be a paralegal, an actual lawyer. I would say judges. By the time you get up to things like, judges and politicians, you're probably more around Mars and Mercury in Libra, but you could have a propensity for that. You could find that a natural setting for you. And even if you are, say, a paralegal or you work in a legal or clinical environment, you're going to be working around those types of people. It's a very natural type of environment for you to be. Anywhere that has to do with justice and fairness, right? And that's why public relations would be a really easy and natural fit for you as well. So Libra, so yeah, justice. This is the scales, this is the balance, and this is basically what you do best. This is where you're going to find it easy to relate yourself, to bring things back to point, back to balance. And this can go both ways. I've had a few Libras in my life. There could be a sense of everything is going just great. I need a little bit of drama. I need to know that it's not becoming stagnant. So for a moon in Cancer, for example, they're fine with it just going, or a moon in Taurus, just do not upset that apple cart. No drama, right? No drama, unless it's like I'm sad about my childhood. Moon in Libra is like, ooh, things are a little bit upsetting or wonky. I'm going to take it down a peg. I'm going to soothe the rough waters. Or if things are a little bit what they might consider emotionally boring, or things are going just tickety-boo, they're going to want to inject a little bit something in there to, right? You want to keep that balance. So it's never going to be like this. It's never just perfectly still with a Libra. That's not only boring, that's that might even be a rut. And that might even be, like I said, there's can't remember the word, but it's being stuck. You need to be constantly in motion, which I think adds a lot of excitability to your sign. You are also an air sign and you're masculine. So you are a masculine air sign within the very sensitive feminine moon, right? Which is our emotional self. The cool thing about Libras, I find that it's no matter where they sit, because of their sense of balance and equilibrium, they're going to be able to fit perfectly well here because they already have a masculine sense of self, and they're going to balance that against their feminine emotional self. So I think it's actually a really nice placement for Libra to be in. I'm going to look at some of the language that we have here in terms of what to look out for if your Libra is moon ruled. And this is going to look at beauty. So, and I mentioned this for the Taurus in moon as well. So you are Venus ruled, all about beauty. I mean, when I said fashion, anything that talks about creative output, but style, right? Not just a moon in Taurus, for example, would like texture. If they were to do a painting, it would be about texture. A moon in Gemini would do a painting and it would be like multimedia. A moon in Libra would be all about very simple, classy, probably two of something. A bridge is very common for, you might even have artwork in your house right now that has two of something, like pillars, or like I said, a bridge. You could even have scales somewhere in your house, or this could appeal to you. You need this sense of there's this and there's that, even black and white. You know, even that juxtaposition, that polar energy is very important to you. It's a very natural place for your emotions to go. And you are attracted to that. Relationships, right? You're the sign of partnership. So this is critical to you. It could just be that your artwork has something to do with the sun and the moon, right? The two different planets, a man and a woman. Okay, these are, you know, the sexual opposites. Night and day, stuff like that. Or very commonly you could have that nice horizon right in the center of your artwork and then the sky and the water. And this creates a nice equilibrium for you. So that's what you're going to be attracted to very naturally. You want to decorate, shop for the home, elegant beauty. You do want to remember yourself. I think emotionally you can get wrapped up or put too much emphasis or interest in relationships, primarily, you know, intimate relationships or emotional relationships. So use some of your opposite Aryan energy. Aries sits opposite of you in the zodiac. You know, consider yourself. Don't always think of the coupling or what's happening for everybody else. You want to consider yourself. Even if you are doing PR work or if you're working in the legal world, for example, you're a human being too. So let's say you're working too hard, you know, you want to balance that out by taking a day off or taking a half day, that type of thing. Being able to nurture yourself. But creativity, style, I would say understated glamour, not the Leonian drama glamour, but the sort of understated glamour, and ultimately style. Fashion, sure, but style is forever, right? And Libras have a very particular style. It's very classy and it's very attractive. And where was I? So we're going to look at some of the dark and light side aspects to your moon in Libra, and then we're going to finish it off with some famous people with their moon in Libra. So the bright side of a Libra moon is that you are more adaptable, changeable, charming, good-natured, and diplomatic. Yeah, I think you have a real way with people, a real way with finding balance, again, within groups of any kind, but even in your own emotional world. I would say this is a very lovely place for the moon to sit. If you do have any difficulty with it, when you do your chart, check out your chart information. You could be early in degrees-wise with your moon in Libra, which could have some of the shadow aspects of the Virgo. So you could be hypercritical and not really help yourself out that way. You want to look at the bright side and look at improvements that you can make as opposed to perfection. Moon in Libra is someone who loves working with other people as well. And justice with a capital J is the name of the game. You require justice in every situation. You could even be accused of being a vigilante. Sometimes it could go too far. If there's an underdeveloped moon in Libra, a really nice developed moon in Libra is going to be the person who is hands-on helping other people out of difficult situations, because this is intuitively where you need to be. It's intuitively where you can express your own personal needs. Again, it could stem from something that you experienced in childhood. If there was upset in the home of any sort, for example, especially with the mother, remember, right? The moon rules the mother, or fourth house, so the home. You could still be reeling from that, and you could be extra sensitive to that when it comes to other people, or if you're still around your mother as an adult, for example, it could be hard to let go of that, and you could need assistance in this area. But rest assured, you can get assistance in this area, and be gentle and kind with yourself while you do this. At least you know that you have a reason for this. You have been extra sensitive to this naturally, right? You could need to nurture and mother yourself. So whether you want to use the language of inner child and so forth, that's up to you. But ultimately, you need a lot of or you need to honor your emotional balance and awareness and your diplomacy with yourself. So please, because I know that you're interested in groups and partnerships, but please begin with yourself, because this is the way that we have long-lasting and loving partnerships and relationships. The dark side of Libra moon is indecision, self-indulgence, dependency, frivolosity, and very changeable. Again, I just think that this is somewhat of an underdeveloped moon in Libra. This is just something that I think everyone has an off day or doesn't feel so great, or the best of us can be triggered, right? I mean, this is where these types of things are going to come out. The indecision is the part where you're emotionally going to be, you could drive yourself nuts with this around indecision. Again, I think it would be a really positive perspective for you to consider your opposite sign's energy when you are experiencing indecision, and that is Aryan energy, which is just do it, just go for it, try it, discover it, play with it, right? Maybe don't try to create balance with it. Let balance occur, right? Let someone else create some equilibrium while you go do what you need to do, while you take a risk or make a decision that could be risky. And maybe that's why it's difficult making a decision. But again, with the air sign, there is a lot of mental energy. So you could always be trying to mentally figure out relationships, try to figure out why you do certain things, why other people do certain things. Just be gentle and fair with yourself first and foremost. And let's finish off with some famous people with their moon in Libra. So Arthur Ashe, very legendary, I mean, he's deceased now, but legendary tennis player, one of the first black tennis players, I believe. I mean, if you know who this person is so, again, he's deceased, but he has so much class and style, and that's what these people are known for. Walt Disney, moon in Libra. Henry Fonda, Sylvia Plath, who else here? Sylvester Stallone, Lana Turner, and Amelia Earhart. I think especially for women, there could be this sense of doing masculine things, being outspoken, being your own person, being a leader. Again, cardinal sign in a cardinal ruled planet. I think like I said, and with the indecision, I think that could sort of like, what if something goes wrong? What if it goes right? It's almost like you're stuck where you could be just making a move, and what's the worst thing that can happen, moon in Libra? You might make a mistake. You might change your mind. And now you know. So you try something else. 10 to 1, you're going to be working with somebody else anyway on the project or on the theme. So, you know, just check in with the other person to make sure that they have your back as you move forward with a plan of yours. So that is your moon in Libra. I really hope that you enjoyed that. Are you a typical moon in Libra? Did any of this material make sense to you? Would you have added something? Do you think that you are less emotionally sensitive than other signs? I think some air signs in moon might be accused of that. I don't necessarily think so. I think that you honor your emotions, but you tell me as a moon in Libra. And thanks for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you don't mind, like and share my videos. That really helps me out as well. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye for now.